Johnny usually does a bit of this. Are you ready? Let me flop it out a little. You ready? Except he does it with ginger hair, but it's basically the same thing.
Hey friends, welcome to this episode of Man vs. Machine, a show where we discuss some really important things like Rohit Sharma, will he be back or will he be in the dressing room eating more vada pavs? Virat Kohli, will he complete his hat-trick of ducks or will he emerge as a T-Rex and destroy the English attack? And most importantly, Johnny Bairstow, who will he be getting angry at this time? To discuss all these important things and obviously play our game, that is Man vs. Machine, where Criclytics, which is the prediction engine for cricket.com, is being challenged by our cricket expert, who is also a walking database of cricket, joining us all the way from London. Very good friends with Meghan Markle, Jarrod Kimber.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, Jarrod. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Ready to take on the computer and the robot. And I feel a little bit like it's a T100 at this stage, but it might be a T1000. We'll work it out during the episode.
Yeah, this time it's a comeback game for you. Do you think you will be able to make a comeback this time? You lost only by 2-1, so the first game.
Yeah. I was in the game. I think if anything's going to change in this one, I'm going to try and pick as many players as possible who may play.
Who do you think will win the second game?
I would think that I see people are saying England aren't going to change their team, and I would think that England would want to change their team. They've had a really easy win to start with, and now they want to prepare as they want to see what's going to work for them in the next World Cup. So I would think that England would definitely be changing their team, which gives India a massive chance. But I still think India is a good team. If you lose 3 wickets in the power play, you're going to lose about, 72% of the time? They lost 3 wickets in the power play, my man. You know, sometimes you just have to say, we lost 3 wickets in the power play. So I give India a very good chance of winning this.
Between Jason Roy and KL Rahul, who do you think you will go for in your fantasy team?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I generally want to go for KL Rahul and everything. I really do trust him as a cricketer. I think he's a phenomenal talent. But I just think that Jason Roy looked really good, especially against the leg spin yesterday. So they're going to give him leg spin again. Jason Roy is a player that when he plays a lot of cricket, he usually plays better. And he's played a lot of cricket coming into this. He looks like he's ready to go. So I'm going to go with Jason Roy. And I feel that is a mistake. But, that's where I've already gone there now.
Yeah, but I don't know. Criclytics said KL Rahul last time. I had KL Rahul in my own fantasy team. And you know what he did? So I think we had someone commenting on our first video after the show. That's why you never predict when it comes to cricket. So moving to our next question, Virat Kohli and David Malan. Okay. Now, before you answer that, Virat Kohli was my captain last time. Okay. He was the captain in my team. So you know that the game was over for me within first 3 overs. Has given
David Malan... Kohli just doesn't look like he's completely firing at the moment for me. Now, that doesn't mean he won't come out and smash 100 in this game or play an incredible innings. But I just think that David Malan is such a consistent player that you can almost set your watch on him making between 20 and 50 runs, right? As long as the 2 openers don't go in and bat forever. You set your watch on that. So if that's the case, I would go with David Malan just on the pure... just on the fact that I think he's going to face 25 to 30 balls. Weirdly, usually that's why I would pick Kohli in the same situation because he often does a similar thing. But I just think Malan is like clockwork. Most T20 players, like someone like Roy, he goes up and down, whereas Malan's just more, he's just here. He's just here all the time, man, when you need him.
So I think our next question is really interesting because I don't know who will get you more fantasy points, whether it will be Yuzl Chahal or Adil Rashid.
It's a really good question. I think that Chahal wasn't that bad in the first game. I don't think he bowled badly. It's just that he came on at a terrible spot and they got him away a little bit. And they're making Adil Rashid open the bowling, which gives you chances for early wickets, but also means you might go for a lot of runs. It's a really, really interesting question. I think based on everything, I just think that India are going to attack Rashid so hard after he took Virat's wicket the other night that he might get over the thing. But that's one of those things where over the course of the series, it'd be really interesting to see which one of them outperforms the other. But I think they're both really, really good leg spinners. But I'm going to go with Adil Rashid in this case.
Yeah, because Criclytics says Chahal. And there's a fun fact about Chahal. I don't know if you know that. Because Chahal is, I think, one of the most liveliest cricketers in the Indian cricket team. And he's also active on TikTok. Do you know? I mean, he makes a lot of videos, man. That guy is crazy.
He's the David Warner of Indian cricket. Is anyone else famous on TikTok? No, that's all I can think of. David Warner. David Warner is the only person I know who's famous on TikTok. I'm sure there's other people out there, but it's just David Warner for me.
Who will give you more fantasy points? That is Ben Stokes or Washington Sundar?
Who's Criclytics gone with in this one?
Criclytics is going with Ben Stokes in this one.
All right. They picked 2 players in their last one. So I'm going to pick Washington Sundar, but all I'm going to say is I think there's a chance they might rest him. I think there is a chance they might play Axar Patel. So I'm going to go Washington Sundar. Be very, very interesting to see how he goes. But then I'm going to have as my backup if he doesn't play Axar Patel, because I'm pretty sure Axar will play, and he's also an all-rounder as well, and he'll get bumped up the order. But I thought Axar bowled really well the other night. But yeah. I have issues with Ben Stokes. I know he played a good game the other night, but I'm not completely convinced on him as a T20 player right in this particular team at this time. But he does have now wonderful hair, and he's a bit slimmer than he was a couple of weeks ago. So
anyway, so the last question probably, and I think this is a little tricky because you have to give 2 answers. And I hope you get both of them. I hope Criclytics gets both of them right. I don't know why I'm supporting you. The 2 best players for your choice of captain and vice captain. I mean, who will you make your captain?
I'm going to be tactical here in a way that I don't think Criclytics was being tactical. I'm going to pick KL Rahul because I picked Jason Roy to make runs at the top. So if Rahul does make runs, maybe I can cash back in with him. I'm going to pick him to be my vice captain. Oh, see what I did there? I'm building the tension to a big one. Yeah. And then I'm going to go Dawid Malan because as I said before, I just think Dawid Malan will make runs. He'll get plenty of opportunities from England. So those are the 2 guys. So Dawid Malan will be my captain and KL Rahul will be my vice captain.
So you're going with Dawid Malan for the captain. And I think, I thought you're not going with Jason Roy there. Right?
No, I've already picked Jason Roy for one of for the one at the top. So
right.
See what I'm doing? I'm spreading out my love to try and beat this stupid computer.
So even people who are watching this, feel free to leave your comments thinking like, who will be your team? What will be your team? Who will be your captain? Who will be your vice captain? And Jarrod said that his captain will be Dawid Malan and vice captain will be KL Rahul. And Criclytics says that Ian Morgan should be the captain. That is, Captain Morgan should be the captain, and Jason Roy should be the vice captain.
See, is Criclytics been drinking some Captain Morgan? Has he? Because I'm a little bit confused here. Then they now suddenly think that Jason Roy is going to win the points, but before the same computer was. I think this is a hell-like situation. I think perhaps it's gone. The computer's gone too human. It's now transformed over. This is the awakening, the singularity, whatever you want to call it. I think, though, that Criclytics has been drinking.
Even I think they are trying to play the same game that you are playing, trying to balance it out just to beat you.
You're probably right. It's we're trying to outfox each other, and one of us has an incredible advanced algorithm, and the other one is me.
So yeah, I think that's all the questions that we had. So Jarrod, before you go, I really want you to ask people who are watching this video to subscribe to the channel and download the Criclytics app. So over to you to do these announcements today.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Go download the cricket.com app. Cricket.com, it's a really good scorecard app. You'll really enjoy it. And the Criclytics stuff is fun. Even if you just want to use it to annoy your uncle who thinks he knows everything about cricket, it's perfect for that.